All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Rodgers from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Rodgers going to throw here. 3rd down. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Impressive play, but they are well shy of the first down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
They'll go for it. Rodgers. He's got it to his running back. Reaches the 40. Hits the 20. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Well, Brock, we normally talk about complimentary football at some point every week. So how about the way they've begun this one, huh? Force a punt and then cash it in for 6 on their opening drive.
Can we do it every game?
It feels like it. Almost every game, yeah.
I think you're right. Because that's what the NFL is about. We all know the margins are so small in this league. And the team that typically plays the complimentary ball is typically the team that wins.
Been good from Boswell. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Boswell on to send this away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard
line. We've set it downs for him from the 31.
Go sack.
They'll empty the backfield, motion him right. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Buys time, rolling right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Go, lady.
Out of the gun, here's Darnold. That's a catch. Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. Give him 24 on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Going on first. Here's Darnold. And that is how our first quarter will end, as that pass falls incomplete. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They still have 10 to go here. It's second down. And again, it's Darnold. Fits it through the middle. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
First and goal. Here's Walker. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Seahawks start to fight back with their first points of this game. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown! Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
Jason Myers to kick
Now
off.
after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Calvin Austin on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
Play action here with Rodgers. He throws a bullet to the set. Full extension, and he brings it in. A big 34-yard pickup there. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Play fake. Here's Rodgers. Into the hands of Pat Fryermuth. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That play good for 17 and a first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
All set now. First and 10. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. On the move, headed right. Here's the dump off to Warren. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
Again, Rodgers. And he will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get some late points and the lead. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, It really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Seahawks 7.
Boswell on to send this away. His return starts at the 5. Good work so far. He's got room. The tackle is made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Here we go, son.
Throwing here, Darnold. Here's a screen out for Walker. Has a lane past the 45. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. Give him 25 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Seahawks, first down.
Here we go, son.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Red 80.
They send a man in motion. First and 10, Darnold. Finds a seam down the middle. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
You throw it in the middle of the field, it's all about anticipation and accuracy. I mean, those are the two keys all the time in my book, Kate. But when you throw it in the middle of the field with all of the traffic, that's where guys with great anticipation and their tremendous accuracy come to life.
From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. And he'll score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba with the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks tie things up at 14.
Jason Myers.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here comes Austin. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
On the return, the Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. Here's Rodgers on first and 10. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he gets him the first partner, but they are already acting like this one's not going to stand. Let's listen. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. To throw is Rodgers. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
58.
It's Warren on third down. And he's going to be stopped well shy of that first down marker. Call it a yard. That means fourth down coming up. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Rodgers will look to throw. This is Metcalf working that right side. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Hits him on the out route. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Steelers, first down. A gain of 14. First down, Pittsburgh.
Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Forced out to his right. Just like the last play, Metcalf has it. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Off play action. Here's Rodgers. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs.
158.
They'll run with Warren. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Working quickly here.
5-yard gain on the play.
Rodgers going to throw on first. Chased out to his right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. It's a sack on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on second.
It's second down.
258.
Rodgers from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 14 yards brings up third down.
Rodgers going to throw here, third down. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take the lead right away in half number 2. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Now Boswell on to send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
This is Walker on second. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. And they just get the play off. Buys time, rolling right. And in the hands of his running back, Walker. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Seahawks with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down.
We're going to start.
Desperation time here. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. That's grabbed inside the 30. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him a first on 4th down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Darnold. He rolls to his right. He tucks it and takes off. Oh no, the ball is loose. And somebody jumped on it around the 5. Who's got it? Oh, officials say it's going to stay with the offense. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
From the red zone on 1st. Getting out to his left. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. Darnold now to throw. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. All right, so defensively, you've seen 2 throws now, and you turn both of them away. That seems fairly likely you have another one coming up here on 3rd and goal.
It does, and I think defensively, now you've really got to protect against the QB extending the play. Right after a couple incompletions, Kate, you know as a quarterback, if it's not there right away, I better be creative to try to find 6.
We're going to start.
He'll throw it. Flush down now to his left. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Seahawks now trail by just a point in the 4th.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good, creative quarterback. One that can extend the play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10.
319.
Here's Rodgers. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
That's incomplete on 2nd down. This one misses the tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Looking to throw. Caught by Freiermuth. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. Fourth down.
A 10-yard gain, but it's fourth down.
Going for it with Warren. And forget this first down. He's made as he got to the line. They're not going to get this. This is a turnover on downs.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a fourth down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across. But there was no overcoming a front, just as equally motivated to get off the field.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
On 2nd and 10 now, Darnold. And again, it's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions. It made this 3rd down. All right, this is going to be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Back to throw it. Smith and Jigba on the quick slant. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short. So the pass on that long 52-yard field goal attempt, they're going for it.
Here we go, son.
Throwing now. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Look at that power, deep left side. That's complete. Oh, they tried the lateral. It's a live ball. And the Seahawks pick it up. They won't get much on that return, Brock. Actually might have lost a little ground, but they do gain possession of the football.
Well, that call came at just the right time to rip a hole in the defense. And it should have been a play that knocked them on their backs and led to points. One player's tireless effort stole the ball.
Big game downfield. And he will take this down near the opposing 35-yard line.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw. When you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Walker on 1st down. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. The Steelers calling their first timeout as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Okay, the 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Setting up to pass. To the left and pulled in by Cup. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Play clock getting close to 0. We get a timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's 1st down.
Here we go, son.
They give up the gut to Walker. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Back to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Red 80. Yo, 80. Yo, 80.
Here he is to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. The Steelers use their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. An important attempt coming up here for Jason Myers. Ball on the left hash, 37 yards out. That one is good! And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
I know that was a kick he could make in his sleep, but with the game on the line, he delivered.
Jason Myers, the kickoff for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Austin. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10. And they're on 31-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. He'll look to throw it. And he's not going to escape. The Seahawks brought the pressure, and they got him. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
It's second down.
Clock is working against them as they hurry up to the line. So several thousand 12th men and women cheering as the Seahawks win at home. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Seahawks winners as we say so long from Seattle.